Welcome to the OnlyFans Secrets Marketing Podcast. The goal of this podcast is to help both new and established OnlyFans creators learn the basics of online branding, marketing, and promotion to help you make more money with your content and maximize your time online. My name is Richard Lewis, and I have over 20 years of internet marketing experience. So let's get started with today's topic. And that topic is advertising your OnlyFans successfully. So I talk a lot about promoting your OnlyFans on this podcast. Sometimes the words promotion and advertising seem almost interchangeable, but advertising is its own unique form of marketing with its own set of rules and best practices. In this episode, I am going to break down what advertising is at its core and how mastering it can help you become more successful on OnlyFans. Okay, so as always, feel free to read along with this episode on the SEO Bounty blog, which you can find this episode at seobounty.com/126. That's seobounty.com/126 for the 126th episode of this podcast. Okay, so as you may know, OnlyFans leaves most creators on their own to find an audience and become successful. For many creators, they promote their OnlyFans on a daily basis in order to build up their fan base. There's a unique difference, though, between marketing, promotion, and advertising of your OnlyFans page. So, for many people, they see all of these as similar endeavors, but they're actually all separate. So, I'm going to explain the difference on how to advertise your OnlyFans in this podcast in the correct manner. Okay, so what is advertising? So advertising at its definition is the activity or profession of producing advertisements for commercial products or services. So for many of us, when we hear the term advertising, we think of an advertising agency, and most recently someone like Don Draper, the lead character in the show Mad Men. Advertising is portrayed on television and movies as a cutthroat business where only the most clever and wise ad men are able to survive. There is some truth to that, as most ad people are only as good as their last great ad idea, so to speak. But advertising also conjures up the ideas of billboards and magazine ads that hit you with a specific message and hammer it home. Two of the most impactful advertising messages ever were Volkswagen's Lemon ad and Apple's Think Different ad. These two ads encapsulate the often simplistic nature of advertising, whereas less can sometimes be more. And you can see both of these ads, as mentioned, on the SEO Bounty site at seobounty.com/126. All right, so what is the difference between OnlyFans promotion and OnlyFans advertising? So at its core, promotion is anything you do to get the word out about a product or service. So any activity you do, from sending an email to a friend letting them know about your new OnlyFans page to posting a message on a Discord server letting people know about your page, is considered promotion. Advertising falls under the category of promotion, but focuses not so much on what you are doing, but on the messages you are sending out to the world about yourself and your page. Advertising is what helps set you apart from other creators and helps define your brand. Okay, so what are the keys to effective OnlyFans advertising? Okay, so advertisers focus primarily on two things, that being the ad copy and the images that are associated to that copy. Those two things are able to combine together in a potential client or customer's mind. As most OnlyFans creators are consistently advertising themselves online in this way, it's important to know how to combine your images and your copy in a way that is effective towards your end goal, which is getting more people to follow and subscribe to your OnlyFans page. Whether you are posting on Reddit, Twitter, Instagram, or other places, you are always in need of effective advertising. Okay, so I'm now going to go over the 13 keys to successful OnlyFans advertising. Okay, so here are the following of 13 points that you want to try to hit on with your OnlyFans ads. Keep in mind that it is hard to get every ad to accomplish all of these goals. You should try to hit on several of these in each ad you produce, with the end goal of having a more effective ad than your competitors. Okay, so number 1, use a powerful headline. Depending on where your advertisement is being placed, the headline can be a very important factor in gaining attention for it. So if you are promoting on a subreddit, you are likely competing with hundreds of other posts even within the first hour after you've posted. So I've definitely talked about that, about how competitive Reddit and other places can be. So the type of audience you're appealing to should play into the type of headline ad copy that you produce on places like Reddit. So let's say you are posting it to a community that is particularly into tattoos. They are likely going to be seeing very similar headlines time and time again. You want to analyze what headlines are getting the most upvotes, as well as what types of headlines aren't being tried or utilized. When a headline asks a question in that subreddit, does it get more comments or less? The type of headline you post must always take into account where it is being posted. If you are tweeting on Twitter while including your OnlyFans link or pictures, keep in mind that your tweet text itself can be considered a headline. Are you making sure that that headline tweet aligns with what is in the picture? Making sure that headlines and ad copy work together are essential when it comes to an effective ad. Remember that much like professional ad copy, sometimes more is less. If your headline is short and to the point, it may resonate more with people. Keep in mind that people tend to read the first 2 words and last 2 words of a headline and sometimes ignore the middle. So put your most powerful headline keywords at the front and the end of your text. Your headline should also contain power and emotional type keywords to draw people into your message and your brand. Okay, so number 2, choose your pictures wisely. After running thousands of promos on OnlyFans Hero for OnlyFans creators, I can tell you one area that can frustrate me is the pictures that creators choose to use for promotion. I have talked about the importance of setting aside some pictures specifically for marketing and ad purposes previously. I feel this is important because you want people to associate these specific pictures with your brand message. Oftentimes, OnlyFans creators will send pictures that look quickly taken, are of low quality, or are their throwaway pictures from a photo shoot in order to promote. This often happens because the mentality holds that they want to save their best pictures for their paid client on OnlyFans. People won't assume that the quality on OnlyFans will improve. They will just think that the pictures you are using for promotion are the best you have. So if that is the thought process when advertising your OnlyFans, make sure that you use your best pictures for promotion. I have also mentioned previously that you want to have both amateur and professional pictures to use for OnlyFans adverts. This is because you want to be able to appeal to fans who enjoy both an experienced and inexperienced model. You also want to make sure to post pictures that fit with whatever audience you are hitting with your promotions. If the audience is looking for blondes, don't post pictures when you dyed your hair pink for a few months. Your pictures are likely what is going to get the most attention initially in the advertisements, so you want to make sure they are of the highest quality possible. Okay, number 3, stand out from the crowd. The competition for eyeballs is fierce when it comes to fan sites and the creators on them. So when you go to the effort of promoting your page, make sure that your efforts make you stand out in some way from your competitors. This can be accomplished in several different ways. If you are in a particular niche, you'll want to study the advertisements of the other creators in your niche. If they are turning right, you want to turn left, especially if you are a new creator. No one ever became popular by following the crowd and doing what everyone else is doing. Another way to stand out is to be more consistent than other creators. If your competition runs 5 promos a day, run 20. If they promote just on Fridays, post all week. If you're able to blanket the market with your ads, the competition will start to seem less and less relevant. One other way to stand out is the most obvious way, which is to have a better offer than everyone else. If you are competing with a similar creator and you both have about the same content and the same look, then you need to stand out with that offer that you provide. Your advertisement should key in on this difference and talk about how much more value or content that a fan receives from you than from your competitors. It can be hard to stand out visually from other OnlyFans creators, but you can always stand out when it comes to your value proposition. Okay, number 4. Combine your ad copy and pictures effectively. Are your pictures and ad copy, which we consider texts, headlines, etc., in sync with one another? Oftentimes, creators forget the power of a combined message and just hope that the pictures will do the trick on their own. Or they combine words into an image and it comes off as tacky or salesy. There's a fine line between the two, and that is where you should work to inhabit. You can utilize free apps like Canva to create effective word-picture combinations for your ads. If you are in a space that only allows pictures, utilizing these kinds of tools is essential. So how do you combine images and words in a way that is effective and visually appealing? First, you want to make sure that the words flow naturally with the image itself. You can create frames around your pictures so that the ad copy isn't covering up parts of the picture. When pictures are covered up with ad copy, it can sometimes have the reverse effect you're desiring, which is to actually decrease attention and conversion. Think about being at a concert with a pole right in front of you when you're trying to see a band on stage. Even though that pole is a visual irritant, it is affecting your ability to enjoy the music, right? Keep this in mind when you're creating visual ad copy. Are you throwing poles in the middle of your pictures, or are you creating a concert stage that is easy to see but has a really cool name of the band emblazoned at the top? You can enhance someone's enjoyment of your pictures with ad copy. You just have to be careful when and how you do it. Okay, number 5. Sell them before they make it to your page with an offer. Don't leave your potential customer guessing on what will be happening once they get to your OnlyFans page. Most ads for OnlyFans creators are a picture of them in an outfit or out of an outfit, and that's it. Say a potential fan really is into one particular thing and they are very attracted to your picture, but they have no idea whether or not that kind of content will be on your page. So they end up looking at your advertisement, perhaps liking or voting it, and then moving on. The best way to prevent this from happening is to include what it is going to be on your OnlyFans page at the bottom of your pictures or in the text of your ad. This isn't hard to do and it won't block the picture. Simply take your picture into a graphics app and create a box at the bottom that includes your link and all the types of content you provide on your page. You can even use the collage function, on most graphics apps to make a picture like this easily. You make one picture that includes all that information and simply combine the two images before posting it. An OnlyFans link is just another link without the information about what is on the page to back it up. Okay, number 6, mention the benefits they'll get. Remember that your ad has a purpose, and that is to get someone to buy something from you or to follow your page. They can't do that on the site they are on, so they will need to click onto your OnlyFans